I would go into the world. Let's try to find a village.
All right, Diamond.
And with these words, our first big adventure together begins.
We are going into
We
the
are
world.
going out into the world, so choose the direction we want to take.
I'll just take a look here.
There's quite a cliff here. Be careful.
I'm thinking because beyond that river there's a lot of water, and on that island it looks kind of barren, empty, so I would head for that big hill on the left.
Towards adventure.
All right, lead me then.
I hope I don't break all the bones I have in my body.
Ouch.
We are in an oak grove.
Did I gather some more wood?
We can easily keep going. If needed, we'll take some from the trees along the way. They're everywhere.
What is this?
These are pumpkins.
And are those edible?
Kind of, yes, but they are only made into pie.
Alright, so I'll take it just in case, and we can maybe bake a cake together later.
Certainly. And by the way, you can hollow out the pumpkin if you have scissors.
You can then put it on your head.
What? So that's gonna be my mask for Halloween?
Yes, it's kind of like a mask, but you actually see a bit less in it. You only have an opening for the eyes, so it's like you see almost nothing. But it's useful, like I was telling you about those Endermen, those big black figures that walk around the world, and you mustn't look at them. When you put the pumpkin on your head, they don't know about it. With that mask, you can look at them as much as you want.
That's quite good. Hey, there are a lot of cows here.
Yes,
So I can beat them. Let's get some meat. But they're running away.
They're running, you know.
Don't be.
I can quickly teach you how to perform a critical hit. That's like a critical strike. It deals more damage than just running after them and hitting. It's when you jump and then strike, like hitting them while jumping. So first I jump and then hit. Jump, hit.
Diamonde, what is that floating here?
Those are squids. We can maybe swim to them. I'll teach you how to swim right away. You have to hold.
Yeah, I was holding on. I can't swim.
I have to submerge you for a moment.
Bubble, bubble.
But do you see how the bubbles are disappearing above your hunger bar?
Yeah, I only have 4 left. Oh, I should probably hurry
When
up.
you run out of air, you'll obviously start dying. But to swim effectively and not just flounder around in the water like this, when you press Kitrel, you swim.
I see it. I just... Oh my gosh.
Hit that squid to see what it does. It won't hurt you, don't worry.
What was that black streak?
She actually releases ink. And can you collect it somehow? So probably give me some up. I'm dying. The ink can be used if you want to dye something. Wool is dyed with it, or even leather armor. So can I maybe make a black bag?
You can...
Oh,
I'll try that. I'll intentionally kill one of the squids to show you how it's done. Here's one. When you actually put it in crafting, you'll make from it...
black dye.
Alright. On this, you can go ahead and make a black bed. Depends if you want to dye it, then it will be black.
Oh yeah, I've got a black blanket. Okay. That's
We'll
great.
make use of it in a moment. Thus, the sun is setting again, so we'll need to sleep to travel during the day. But there's another great thing in the water for food, and that's fish.
Are we going fishing together?
Let's go fishing together. So, come on,
There.
Let's go fishing. Just watch out for the bubbles, so you don't die unnecessarily. But there are a lot of them. Wow. Most of the time left until nightfall, we spent fishing in the lake, where my friend also had the opportunity to learn a new swimming technique. To be faster in the water, you can use the Ktrel.
Yeah, I use that. I don't change it. Doesn't it take a lot of air, that Ctrl?
No, it doesn't have any effect on that.
Swim away. I haven't killed even one
They are
yet.
quite fast. I also have trouble with it.
Yeah, I killed one. The next one.
And at the same time, we secured more food supplies for our travel. I swam a bit away from you, but the night is beginning. Hey, let's go straight to sleep, because if there are monsters around you, you can't sleep. It just doesn't work.
Alright.
Let's quickly get some sleep before they start appearing. We placed our beds next to each other in an owl shop.
So, Diamond,
Good night. And for the first time in history, Deer was finally able to sleep at night in the Minecraft world.
So, Diamond, shall we take our beds and find some village?
Yes, I hope we find it as soon as possible. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes it really takes a while. Like, now we've just stolen each other's beds.
Wait, okay.
Anyway, Now we're in quite an interesting
We
place.
still have a lot of piglets here.
Yeah, it would be good to kill some every now and then.
So we have food. We expanded our food supply with a bit of extra ham, while Dyer diligently trained his critical strike. Here are 2 more pigs, so let's take them down and...
Oh yeah, 2 hits, it works.
I would go to the jungle because there are melons here.
Diamante, do you think we could look around somewhere later to see if we might spot a village in the distance?
I would like to do that, yes. I think we could even try climbing up some vines onto a tree.
How can you climb a vine?
When you come to the tree, these green things on the trunk, you can climb up them. You just have to jump onto them.
But with these ones hanging from the tree, it doesn't work.
No, they only slow you down. Like during a fall. If you are falling, you can hang on to them for a moment. No, is it possible? Is it doable? Look, I didn't even know that. If you hold the spacebar, you can sort of climb on them.
Is that a life hack?
Yeah. But I wanted to come here because of those melons, look.
All right.
Here's one. You can destroy it. We chopped and gathered the melons right away.
No.
We have watermelons. Watermelons. If you look up here, I see quite a tall tree. We can look around from it if we climb up. Some vines are missing, so it's kind of hard to climb. It's possible, but it's not.
Absolutely ideal, but climbing the tree practically exhausted us. I knocked you down, sorry, I didn't mean to. And I also found out the vines don't even reach all the way up. Am I here again? Kind of, I'll jump over to the other tree here and come this way. Well, that way it might work, in my opinion. I'm following you, like I'll make a bigger jump, maybe, if you run and jump, yeah. That's why I was waiting for Deer to somehow make it up to the 3 crowns on his own. Try to get as high as possible. You'll probably have to destroy those leaves to get through somehow.
And here we are. Hello, watch out, there's a hole, so jump over it. There's some fire. I really can't see where. Right behind you.
If you turn around... Oh, now I see it. Well, there's a little lava pool there. I'd probably head that way. I actually wanted to show you only the melons here in the jungle, and it's so overgrown, it's hard to move around here. So to get somewhere, let's swim across this river. We then jumped from tree to tree to the edge of the jungle. Let's jump into the water. Jump. Diamante. Alright. Rush or whoa. Okay. Then all that was left was to swim across the other side of the river. I'm right behind you. Great. Welcome to the other side. And thank God my friend hasn't drowned yet. We can check out that pond. There's really nothing to see here. It's just a lava lake. A bit smaller. I just hope he doesn't get the idea to take a hot bath. That's useless to us now. I see something interesting here too. Yeah, that's a ravine. Watch out. Okay, but suddenly it disconnected. Yeah, how is that possible? Dirvi's connection to the server suddenly dropped. I don't know. Do you have my stuff? No, you keep them when you disconnect. And how come it kicked me out? I don't know. Fortunately, it was just minor technical difficulties, so we can continue. Follow me. I just wanted to show you the ravine, and you'll need to use shift here because you don't want to fall. We then carefully peeked into the deep ravine. Well, it's just a ravine. Almost, I see there. Coal. There's a lot of materials down there. I even see some iron, but I don't really want to climb down there. I'd rather keep exploring so we can find some village. Let's keep going. Look, here's something interesting. Cocoa beans. Okay, this funny thing on the trunk. And what's this? This is an unripe cocoa. Cocoa beans. Here is a birch forest, so we can walk through it. During a walk through this beautiful birch grove, it seemed appropriate to restock our meat supplies since my friend was quite hungry again. Yeah, this doesn't regenerate my health. It does, but you need to have your hunger bars full. There are some... The chickens could be killed because sometimes feathers fall from them, and those feathers are used to make arrows. Thus, even before nightfall, there was time to catch a few defenseless chickens. Great. Look, the sun is setting again, so take out the bed. Let's go to sleep. Good night, Diamante. Good night. And in sleep modes, we both thought about with how much we've already gone through, and we reminded ourselves what the actual goal of this expedition is. Is it roughly enough already? These were all the principles that I kind of could teach you like this. Minecraft. After that, it's more like expanded. The only thing we actually need now is to find some shelter. Either we can build it or find it, just some village. I'm really interested in that village. Me too. I'd really like to find it. Here it seems like there's not much terrain for village. Not here. In the birch forest, I haven't found one for a really long time. Like, they can be in the forest, but it's not. It's not that common. It seems like maybe on some plain meadow or something. You can see more there, really. Wow. Here is another ravine. However, before us stretches another abyss. Well, that's outright a deep cave. That's a real one. That's a mega hole. Here is a nice little lake next to it too. Wait, what happens if I break it down? It'll all flow down and it will flood. Kind of, but not as much as you might expect. Just sort of a smaller stream of water comes out, yeah. Hey, I hear something growling. Zombies are coming out. Throw. Oh, well, when it kinda hits you, it sets you on fire. But come with me. We'll wade through the pond. And we'll walk around the gorge. However, no abyss will stop us on the way to a new home. Wow. At least this way we can safely admire the landscape in the charming surroundings of the gorge. I just have to be careful sometimes so my colleague doesn't accidentally get lost in all this searching and admiration. Another pig, right? Did I lose you?
2,000 years later.
Here? Yes. Good. Where are you, Diamanda? Behind you? Next to you? Ah. So, now we're on the plain. Here is probably the best view for us to find the village at all. But no matter how much I looked, the village still wasn't to be found. Let's cross the river again here. To correct myself, we'll just swim across the river because we can't walk on water yet. Although I know someone who could do it without enchanted boots. Wow. Write in the comments if you know that person too. I wouldn't venture too much into that forest. Wow, here's a crazy ravine again. There are so many holes in this world. We'll go around it. So you can calmly try how the water flows when you break it. You make it such a passage. As a proper physics teacher, I had Deer practically test it to see for himself how water flows in Minecraft. Aha, that's all? If it doesn't flow explicitly like downwards, more downhill. Exactly, yes, it's carrying me away. Yes, the current carries you away, so we can basically flood a cave. You might be able to do it, yeah, but it probably won't work for you. It would have to be steeper.
I won't waste time, but I would like it.
Wow, there's a sea here.
Damn, how do we get across so much water?
We'll have to make a boat. We can meet here on the beach. I'll set up a table here and we'll make a boat. You just make a U shape in the crafting.
From top to bottom?
Not completely from the top. You just make a small U. And we should have boats. There, we have an oak boat.
Please, how do I put the boat in the water?
You normally come to the water, place it down, get in.
No,
Right
no.
click to board and we can sail. So, who will be first there, Diamond?
Now I've been chatting here almost alone. I know. It's an endless sea. Well, it can be really insanely big. Like, it's hard to say how far it will be to some mainland.
Diamande, should we risk it?
I would gladly head out into the open ocean. I think we can handle it.
We're literally going pirating.
Paddling, and the first voyage begins.
Damn, that's long.
It's awfully long. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes longer. It's just the ocean, you know. After paddling for a while, my friend immediately noticed something on the ocean
Look,
floor.
there's something below us. There are some blocks, and it's quite lit up. Yeah. Look, there are Endermen
They
here.
might be like drowned zombies there and they pack a punch. I wouldn't risk it because otherwise we would lose our stuff.
Alright, so we're sailing on...
We sail on, follow me. But the signal on the sea isn't great. However, once we have some armor again, it disconnected.
Why is this happening though?
Wow. I don't know.
I'm behind you. So I'll keep sailing.
We continue swimming, but despite all the delays, the
I'd rather
journey
catch up.
proceeds. Sail, dire, towards adventure. We're sailing towards the sun, and where this beautiful sunset will lead us on our overseas journey, you will find out next time. If you're really interested, make sure to subscribe to my channel and his. And until I release the next video, feel free to play on my newly reopened server called Dia Worlds. You'll find the IP address after joining our Discord channel. The link is in the description below the video.